Welcome to the Bible Knowledge Workshop, episode number 17. We're spending a few episodes reviewing the material from the first 14 of the Bible time periods. You may remember that to help us learn the Bible and its timeline, we've divided the Bible story into 17 periods. The Old Testament and the 400 years of silence comprise 14 of those time periods. That's a lot of time, a lot of material, and a lot of memory work. And so we thought it would do us good to slow down and spend some time reviewing. And so I hope during this review period, you're not just listening to these episodes, but that you're going back. You're studying the material that we've already tried to commit to memory. Remember, you can go to our website at bumby.org and click on Resources and choose Study Materials. And from the Study Materials page on our website, you'll be able to view, download, and print the memory work, as well as an Old Testament timeline. Hope you'll do that, and from time to time go back and review these quiz questions and the list that we've tried to put to memory so that you can become more familiar with the Bible story. Let's review again those 17 time periods. Before the flood, scattering of the people, patriarchs, exodus from Egypt, wandering in the wilderness, invasion and conquest of Canaan, judges, united kingdom, divided kingdom, Judah alone, captivity, return from captivity, years of silence, life of Christ, early church, and letters to the Christians. Have you been able to put those 17 time periods to memory? If not, are you working at it? Here again is a view of the timeline that we have available on our website, where we've taken the entire Old Testament story and lifted out the major events and characters and put them on this chronological timeline so that when you're studying the Bible, when you're studying the Old Testament, that some character or story that you're studying, you should be able to find where it belongs on this timeline. For instance, if you're studying the 10 plagues, you should be able to, on this timeline, to find where the 10 plagues happened. Or say you're studying the story of Samson. Where does Samson fall on this timeline? What about the book of Nehemiah and the work that God commissioned Nehemiah to do? Where would Nehemiah be found on this timeline? And so you can see that even though the names and the particular events may not all be on this timeline, that this skeleton Old Testament timeline can serve as a basis for you being able to remember and to find where every event and every character of the Old Testament fits into its chronological timeline. All right, let's review a few things today. I want to look at a couple lists with you. Let's start with the names of the sons of Jacob. Remember, Jacob, who will have his name changed to Israel, has 12 sons. Say them with me. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Joseph, and Benjamin. Those are the names of the 12 sons of Jacob. That's been one of our memory works, and I hope that's one of the lists that you've either put to memory or you are committed to putting to memory. Now we compare and contrast that list of the 12 sons of Jacob with the 12 territorial tribes of Israel. The list is very similar. There's a few differences. And so we want to do a couple things. We want to put both those lists to memory. The list of the names of the sons of Jacob, as well as this list of the names of the 12 tribes of Israel, to put them both to memory and to be able to point out the differences in these two lists and explain why the lists are different. And so let's look at the 12 tribes of Israel. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Ephraim, and Manasseh. Make the commitment to put both of these lists to memory and to be able to explain the differences. Another good exercise is to be able to find a blank map of the tribes of Israel and be able to put these names where they belong in their tribal territories. Well, I hope you've made the commitment to study the Bible with us and to put to memory, no matter what age you are, you can put more things to memory than you may realize. Thanks for participating in the Bible Knowledge Workshop, where we're learning Bible facts and when they happen.